Hey there, welcome back to another exciting video on our channel Tech AI Hub. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of deepfakes. You've probably heard that term floating around in the digital age. But what exactly is a deepfake? And how does it work? Let's break it down. Alright, so a deepfake is a creation generated by artificial intelligence. And it can take various forms: images, videos, voices, even text. The deep in deepfake comes from deep learning, which is a technique where computers are trained on massive data sets to mimic human-like abilities. And the fake part? Well, that's because these creations are computer-generated and often look just like something a human would make. The positive applications. But not all deepfakes are bad news. They've actually found some really cool applications in various fields. For example, they're used in the film industry to enhance scenes or even bring historical figures back to life. And here's something heartwarming. Deepfakes have given people who've lost their voices due to illness a chance to speak again through computer-generated speech. The dark side of deepfakes. However, the positive stuff often gets overshadowed by the dark side. Deepfake tech can be exploited to deceive people and manipulate the truth. It's like a digital form of forgery. This misuse has some serious consequences like identity theft and fraud. Not cool, right? According to a report by Reuters, Deep Media predicts that we're going to see a whopping 500,000 voice and video deepfakes flooding our social media in 2023. That's a concerning trend, and it's crucial for us to understand how these things are made. Deepfake creation process. So, how are deepfakes crafted? Well, to create a deepfake, you need a bunch of source material featuring your target subject. Celebrities, politicians, those with tons of digital footprints, they're often the prime targets. The process involves sophisticated computer programs and serious processing power. It relies on something called face-swapping algorithms, which have two parts: an encoder and a decoder. These networks work together to create deepfake content. First, you gather thousands of clips featuring the source subject. The encoder learns their facial features and expressions, creating a representation of their latent features. Then, the encoder equips the computer with the basics of the subject's face, allowing it to redraw the face accurately. The decoder takes this image and generates a new one resembling the source. The same process is repeated with the target image. The computer extracts the latent features of the target face and learns to redraw it. Once both latent faces are in the deepfake generator, you can swap the variables to create a new clip featuring the target individual, but with the facial expressions of the source. Audio deepfakes. And it's not just images and videos, we've got audio deepfakes too. Creators run audio sources through AI programs to clone the target's voice. They use text-to-speech software and lip-matching techniques to create new speech that matches the altered visuals. So it's not just your eyes that can be fooled, it's your ears too. The challenge of quality. Now, producing high-quality deepfakes is no walk in the park. Big organizations and platforms like governments and social media outlets have strict measures to detect and combat deepfake content. It takes advanced graphics software, masking techniques, and attention to detail to create convincing deepfakes. Accessibility and proliferation. But here's the kicker. Thanks to AI advances, the technology is becoming more accessible to everyday users. There are prepackaged face-swapping programs, voice cloning apps, and image generation services that have made it quicker and easier to produce deceptive content. So why are deepfakes all over the news? Well, with the improvements in AI-related technology, deepfakes are becoming increasingly common on the internet. They can involve pictures, audio, or videos, and they've got a lot of applications and some concerning misuse. They're used to generate fake news, commit financial fraud, and much more. These machine learning algorithms make deepfakes way more sophisticated than your regular old photo editing techniques. They've been used to create false portrayals of political figures and fabricate events, which can be a real mess. Ethical and social implications. However, there are some major ethical issues, especially in cases like revenge porn. Deepfakes blur the line between real and fake media content, and the spread of false information can lead to social and political turmoil. It's a tricky situation. International responses. Around the world, different countries are taking various approaches to tackle deepfakes. For instance, the European Union updated the Code of Practice on Disinformation to combat the spread of deepfakes. The United States introduced the Deepfake Task Force Act to fight deepfake technology. In India, there aren't specific laws addressing deepfakes, but sections of the Information Technology Act and the Indian Penal Code may apply. The Personal Data Protection Bill might offer some indirect protections too. China has comprehensive regulations that demand labeling, traceability, consent, and adherence to moral standards. Strategies for combating deepfakes. So how do we fight back against these digital deceivers? Well, here are some strategies. AI fact-checking. Social media should use AI to identify and flag deepfakes. Blockchain verification. Implement blockchain to record digital media's creation and edits for authenticity. Deepfake Mitigation Fund, financial support for those affected by deepfakes. Legislative actions, introduce Deepfake Accountability Acts to enforce responsible creation and distribution. Punitive measures and education, we need laws to punish misuse, and campaigns to raise public awareness on deepfakes. Identifying deepfake videos. Lastly, if you want to spot a deepfake, keep an eye out for these signs. Irregular eye movements or gaze patterns that don't match the overall body language or spoken words. Inconsistencies in color tones and lighting on the subject's face compared to the environment. Compare the audio with visual elements. AI-generated audio might have subtle flaws, distorted or unnatural body movements or incorrect limb proportions. Watch for facial expressions that seem exaggerated, poorly synced with speech, or out of context. Look for distortions or misplacements of facial features, unusual body positions or movements that seem implausible. Also, consider using a reverse image search to find the source or verify the original content. So there you have it, folks. Deepfakes are a fascinating yet concerning part of our digital world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting content. And as always, stay vigilant out there in the world of deepfakes. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.